Doesn't ever keep. Hi everyone, Lisa Tamati here, and today I just wanted to show you around my little home gym, just to give you a bit of an idea of the sort of equipment that you can buy that's quite not expensive and not too bulky, and you can have it with you even when you travel and that type of thing, and to show you that you don't really need a full gym to train hard. Of course it's great if you've got the access to that, but with a few things at home you can really do a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to take you through a few pieces of the equipment that I've got. I've got a couple of kettlebells here that we can do kettlebell workouts with. I use them when I'm doing like Tabata workouts and that type of thing, circuit training. So they're pretty inexpensive. I don't know what they cost, 20-30 bucks each or something. Then I've got these things are my new favourite toy. I actually did a little bit of a demo on those a couple of weeks ago. They're called XR sliders, and I've got them on my website. And basically you can do a whole lot of body weight exercises with these. I don't know if I can see this. They replace quite a lot of things. You can get really inventive, you can use your feet, you can be going up and down, a whole lot of stuff. Check out my last video on that, and I've got to do some more, but these are $40, and they're really super good for body weight exercises, and they're really quite hard. They'll help you with your strengthening of the muscles that you use for your running and that sort of stuff. So easy to transport, easy to chuck in your gear. Do that for 10 minutes a day, you'll know all about it. So that's sort of on the strength side of things. Then I've got a whole range of different bands that I use, and this one's a pretty heavy duty one, and typically I'll use this like doing pull-ups or you know, like that sort of type stuff, or tie it around a tree and use it for leg exercises. And these come in different weights, you know, right from quite easy to pull through to some massive ones like this purple one, because I need a lot of help when I'm doing pull-ups, because I'm bloody hopeless at it, even after 6 months of trying. But this sort of thing is just absolutely brilliant, okay? So that's your bands. And you've got also your, these sort of bands I use in a couple of ways. These are for like strength exercises and isolating the muscles and doing things like that, but you can also use them as a flossing thing. I've cut this one in half, so it's a little bit short, but I'll show you a little bit what we can do. Say I've got a sore calf muscle, right? So I can wrap it around, around. Typically it's better if I've left it long, really. And then I'll go through a full range of motion with that area that's sore. Now it cuts off the blood supply to it, and what it does is when I release it, that blood will rush through, and that's called flossing. And it's a really great thing if you've got knots in your muscles, if you've got sore areas, if you've got lactic acid buildup. You work it for a couple of minutes through its full range of motion, wherever the sore point is, whether it's here, wherever it is. And then after a couple of minutes you can release it, and whoosh, the blood goes pouring through. So that's flossing, but also use that for strength exercises and resistance work. Then I've got a couple of, got the ab roller. Love doing ab rollouts, you know, that sort of thing. Good, really important to have really strong core muscles, okay? So not just your six-pack, obviously. I've always talked about this, the transverse abdominis, your lower back. Protect your back when you're running, protect your back through any of the stuff that you're doing. The stronger your core is, the better functional you'll be, all right? So that's another part of the circuit training that you can make up. Once again, you know, not too expensive. This thing's a little thing that we actually got from Kmart, believe it or not, and it's a ball that rolls around, and it's fantastic for getting into sore bits. You got a sore back, wherever it rolls around in your hands, so you can really dig into the myofascial release stuff. Also got skipping rope, must have in everybody's gym equipment. If you're a runner especially, skipping, I did Neil actually, my business partner running hot coaching, he did a little video on skipping drills and how important skipping ropes are and what it does and how it teaches you to land on the right place It's really good for cardio and for strength work. It teaches you how to land, how to make your heels kiss the ground, all sorts of good things that you get out of skipping. So if you're a runner, you need to be doing some skipping. Next thing I've got on here, my poor husband's having to hold the camera, so I won't talk too long tonight. This is a TRX system, suspension system. This is another great thing just to throw in your bag if you're traveling, especially, and you haven't got access to a gym. We've done a whole lot of videos, once again, all on my YouTube channel. Neil's done some videos using the TRX suspension system. So typically you hang this over a bar somewhere, or jam it in a door, or someplace where you can get really good traction over the playground or something like that. And you can do a whole lot of suspension exercises. These are all body weight exercises. You don't need big weights, but you can get a damn good workout. You can strengthen your body. Functional fitness is what it's all about. What else have we got here? This is another thing, Black Roll. We're really big into Black Roll products. Now Black Roll is a company in Germany that produces a whole lot of mobility and myofascial release tools, and their stuff is really good. I've got quite a lot on my website. At lisatamati.co.nz/store. You can go and check out. This is the Black Roll Mini. Looks very non-intrusive, but I tell you, if you got like sore calf muscles, you want to work out your calf, it's like a mini foam roller basically, and it really gets in to those places where the bigger foam roller doesn't quite cut it. So that's the Black Roll Mini. Highly recommend getting that. I've got another one somewhere, I don't know where to put that, which is the large ball. I've done a series recently on that video. Another one's just a plain and simple little hard ball that we use for myofascial release, this sort of stuff. Mobility work, we're really big. So running hot coaching, now all that hurts. I'm getting into some trigger points there where it really gets in. We're really big on strength exercises. We're really big on mobility work. We are totally different at running hot coaching. The way we approach things, it's a holistic system that looks at not only your running programs and your hill running and your fartlek training and your interval training and all that good stuff, but looks at daily mobility work. It also looks at functional strength and builds that into your program. We're not just about collecting kilometers. We're also into giving you guidance around clean eating programs, nutritional guidance, and then also mindset is my big area. And this is an area, so for coaching, there's not many coaching companies out there that offer that whole package. And we've got the experience to be able to, include all those facets. We also do a lot of health testing. We're going to be offering epigenetic testing, Boost Camp, Run Club. There's a whole lot of products that are also in the pipeline, but our whole approach is quite different to your average training system. So next one I'm going to show you is a Black Roll foam roller. It's a little bit harder than the normal sort of blue ones we've got over there. This sort of size is also perfect for traveling, and you can get in your different exercises that you can do. One of my favorites I'll just show you is on the IT band, a problem area for runners. Getting down on there, you can use your foot as a tripod if you want to, and move slowly down that IT band, which will have you in tears probably. It's quite painful, but man, it helps, okay? So that's the foam roller. You can use it for your back, you can open up your thoracics. There's so many exercises you can do with the foam roller. The last thing, another one of my favorite things is this little massage number here that we got from Awesome, and not cheap. This wasn't cheap. This was I think $300 or $400 that we bought it, but I love it. If I've got a sore back at the end of the day, or if I've been sitting in front of the computer for too long or doing something like that, really nice to have a little massage. And the last thing I wanted to show you is this little number, and it's a little bit flexy, but it's got a hard foam core, and basically you can, what they call smashing your muscles. So just to give you an example, this is a great one to get into the calf muscles. If you've got really sore calf muscles, you can sit on it and work it around, mash the muscles on a cross basis, so you go and cross the fibers and really massage into that. I tell you, once again, you'll be in tears probably at the end of it. And doing all these mobility exercises at the end of the day, perhaps you're relaxing watching TV and just rolling around on the floor, doing a couple of these sort of things at night, just can help you recover and get back to full strength so that tomorrow's training program will see you not sore and you'll be able to work really well. So that's my little home gym video. I've got a few other stuff I might show you in the next few days, but basically you don't have to spend a lot of money to get some really functional equipment, and this is the stuff that we really highly recommend. It's all in my, most of it's in my shop, lisatamati.co.nz/store, or on our running coaching site. And yeah, we're really big at running hot coaching and offering this holistic view to your training. We don't want burnt out runners that are going to be doing massively high mileage and in 2 years they're gone, okay? It's all about longevity in the sport. It's all about keeping your focus, keeping your passion, and about getting people to the start line time efficiently. Most of us are busy. We've got careers, kids, families, whatever, responsibilities. We haven't got the luxury of being full-time professional athletes. We know how to get you there time efficiently. So thanks for checking in for us today, and check out those links. I'll put them in the notes, and we'll see you again soon.